Okay, my love, this is it. You have accomplished so much. Your book is out, you have reviews, you have shared with the world your baby. Okay, amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of the really common mistakes, and I definitely am guilty as well, is after that hard push, after the book is out, we're like, okay, I'm done. And we back off. It's natural, it's normal, but it is not in the best interest of the life of your book. And it's possible to pick it up after. I've definitely done that in the past. It's a little bit harder if you've lost some of that momentum, but it's not impossible. However, you're watching this, you're not going to lose momentum. You're going to learn from the mistakes that I so gracefully made so that you could learn from them. Um, the way to really make the most of this impact phase is to remember, now that your book is out, how are you going to continue to show up for your book, connect with new readers, connect with past readers, support them, make the most of those relationships. Maybe they're going to become clients, maybe they're going to become high ticket clients, and that's where you're really going to make the money from your book, not the $3.27 that you earn per copy or whatever it is. The impact phase is as important as any of the other phases. It just definitely has to come after the fact. And it requires that you did the work before. So the impact phase is the ongoing nurturing of your book baby, as we so fondly call it. The same way that just when a newborn is born, they're not ready to stand on their own. Your book, it needs more support, needs more life continually breathed into it. So, um, update your website. You made your author's website, now update it. Add some reviews, add some statistics. Did you get to #1 in a category? Did you get bestseller status? Add to and update that stuff. Your author website, your social media profiles, your email signature at the bottom, #1 bestseller of, best-selling author of. That is such a small tweak, but it's huge, right? You know that it's huge. That's what you're going for. So when you get that status, share the shit out of it. Okay? Keep your profiles, your website, and your email signature up to date. Add the book rankings, take a couple screenshots, celebrate, and share. In your do-it-yourself marketing timeline and checklist that we got at the very beginning, there's a list of ongoing activities. What are some of the things that you can do continually, monthly, to remember that you wrote a book and that you're taking care of it? What are some of those things? Begin to just make that second nature. It's just built into who you are, what you do, and how you show up. You're aiming for your 50 book reviews in that first launch period. Continue to set new review goals. How many books do you want to sell? What's the profit? How many times do you want to show up for your book per month? How many more reviews do you want in the second month after the first month? Set some goals for yourself so you know what you're going for instead of just, oh, I'm raising a book baby. What does that even mean? Okay. We want some metrics so that we know, is it working? Did we accomplish our goal? Do we need to do something differently next month? Are we on the right track? Have we figured out a successful recipe? If we don't have a goal to work towards, then it's very vague and it's really hard to be successful. So finding I want 10 more reviews this month. Okay, what am I going to do to get those 10 reviews? It's great. I want to show up at 5 podcasts and I want that to help me sell 100 more copies of my book this month. Or I want to go to a speaking opportunity and sell 25 copies per speaking opportunity. Whatever your goals are, make them specific so that it motivates your impact phase. Okay? That'll really help. Some of the things that you can do are a monthly email newsletter about the book campaign. Celebrate, share the best review of the month, share how many books you sold or how many places you showed up in different places. Again, you're letting people into the story, right? So my daughter's 6, and we have this giraffe that I actually was used when I was growing up, and we measure how tall she is, right? I love that. This is you doing the same kind of thing with your book, okay? And sharing. My book has grown 3 centimeters this month, yada, yada. You're welcome to, and I mentioned it earlier, buy online advertising space, Amazon ads, BookBub, it's great, Facebook ads, etc. If that's a space that you want to work in, if it's a space you're familiar with, or you have somebody working to advise you. If you are learning it on your own, be very specific about following the advice. Otherwise, that money just gets blown. And I'm not discouraging you. Online ads can be super helpful, but do make sure that that money goes to be used wisely. Post a weekly blog. Write about the topic. If it's not even about your book, write about the topic, or share a reader's journey, or share something that is tangentially related, and you can always include a link or a reference to your book. Share it in as many different ways. Continue to offer incentives to entice more sales, whether they're discounts or bonuses or book signings. Get my book and you have 1 month access to my course on blah, blah, blah. Come to my reading and I will sign your book, blah, 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 blah. People will do things for the little perks. So keep thinking about how you're going to add value and offer things to your readers so that you can really connect and be of support to them. There are infinite number of ways that you can continue to show up for your book, but it does not have to be nearly as intense or as overwhelming as the past. You've set some really good systems in place. Now the next stage really is just making it habitual, continuing to polish it, evolving it, considering a year from your book coming out. Celebrate it again. My book's been out for a year and here's what's happened and da 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 da. Have you read it? What did you think? Leave a review. People will really be receptive to all sorts of different things. I just challenge you to be creative about how you're thinking about sharing your journey and sharing your story. I know some people who have done second editions of their book, done a deep, deep rewrite and a re-release. This is not mandatory by any means, but as you learn and grow as a professional and as an author, maybe either another book is coming out and you can offer the promotion, or you've got a series in mind and all sorts of things can work together, or you just say like, I just want to really thank my da 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 da, or every one of your clients gets a copy of your book in exchange for blah blah blah. There's just so many ways that you can use the book to your own professional and personal advantage and your own goals. But of course, you've poured your heart into your book, so your book is going to support people. So if you have not, consider some kind of back-end selling opportunity. How can you continue to offer your insight and wisdom and be of support to your readers? Chances are, after reading your book, they're going to want to know more about you. They're going to want to know about your community. They're going to want to learn from you. If they were interested in your book, then you're interested in what else you bring and have to offer. So keep them in mind. If you have another book coming out, be sure to repeat the process. Once you have this marketing system in place, you can repeat this over and over and over and over again for any number of books or pamphlets, or there's an upgrade or an update to the previous book. There's nothing that's going to stop you now. And after I launched my first book, wrote and published it, I realized how doable it was. It was before I had ever tried it, and I thought it was impossible. And once I did it, I was like, oh, I can do that. I can do that again. And so this idea of maybe I write a book a year, or maybe once every couple of years, depending on your enthusiasm and your commitment to it. But now that you have this system, you can replicate this system. You can probably even copy and paste your emails, just change the title of the book. It's really, while it's overwhelming and there's a lot of moving pieces, it's also so doable. It's really just you showing up for your story and to connect with your readers. So, as always, it is a pleasure for me to share what I've learned and what I teach my authors in Red Thread Publishing and how we support them in their writing process, in their publishing process, in the ongoing, continuous marketing of the books that they've written. It is my pleasure to be sharing this with you. It is a lot to learn it all on your own and try to put it together. So I'm hoping very much that these tools that I've shared with you support you, support your book, so that you can just support the people that you're trying to reach. That is my deepest, deepest hope. As always, again and again, reach out to the community. If you've gotten this far in this course, leave us a comment here or in our Facebook community. Tell us what you think. What's coming from it? What questions do you still have? I can drop in another lesson from time to time if there's something that's really missing and we need more support on. Always connect with the community, celebrate when there's something to celebrate, reach out when you're stuck and struggling. That is what we are here for. So thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for diving in and learning a little bit more about how to have your book really work for you and get your book into the hands of the people who need it most. Sending you infinite love. I am Sierra Melker from Red Thread Publishing, and I cannot wait to connect with you more and see what you make of this, all of the information from this course. Take care. Bye.